I'm Lucy Hawker-Smith, Mercer County Extension Agent for Family and Consumer Sciences. The Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service develops timely, research-based materials to support learning and leadership development in partnership with the Kentucky Extension Homemakers Association. Today, we're going to take a look at meal kits. Have you ever wanted to try a meal kit delivery service but wasn't sure if it was right for you? So let me explain a little bit about what meal kits are, some of the benefits, some of the drawbacks, and some special considerations. Do you get overwhelmed by all the options when you're grocery shopping? Do you feel like you eat the same meals over and over? Does meal planning stress you out? Do you dread the work that it requires to prepare the ingredients for a meal at home? These are just some questions to begin thinking about. The research says Americans want to spend less time buying groceries, planning their meals, and preparing the ingredients. But research also says Americans who spend more time on those food-related tasks and decisions, like buying groceries and meal planning, have better health outcomes. Thinking more about food correlates to improved health outcomes. Meal kits operate being shipped directly to your door each week. You decide how many meals you would like, how many people you'll be feeding. The ingredients are prepared, pre-measured, and packaged to be used just the right way. Ingredients are portioned out in the exact amount you need for a specific meal, and most recipes take somewhere between 30 and 60 minutes to prep. Meal kit services promise convenience and time saving. There are more than 100 companies in the United States selling meal kits, and it has grown to a $2.2 billion industry since 2012. Almost 20% of all U.S. adults have tried a meal kit service at least once. Do you know someone who has tried a meal kit service? So each week, you would go online or use an app on your phone to select the meals from a short list of options. The shipping and delivery days are set up and they're typically scheduled a few days in advance. Services try to provide you with the freshest ingredients possible, regardless of where you live. Some benefits of meal kits include a variety of foods and preparation methods, portion control, reduced food waste, and family mealtime. When having the recipe and the ingredients provided, the research tells us that families are more likely to sit down and dine together. And there are numerous benefits for child and family development. These include increased family bonding, improved communication, and improved school-related functions for kids. Some of the drawbacks are the perceived healthfulness. Just because it says fresh doesn't mean it's healthy. One specific nutrient to keep an eye out for is sodium. Some recipes may include over 50% of your daily recommended amount of sodium, and that amount is 2,300 milligrams. Now, for people with high blood pressure or risk factors for heart disease, that's going to be 1,500 milligrams. So, you may need to check the app for the nutrition information. Another drawback is the packaging waste. It comes with lots of packaging to keep the foods fresh and separated while in shipping. And so this can be a deterrent from using the service for some people. The most commonly identified drawback of using a meal kit delivery service is the cost. An average meal per person in a box is around $10. And I will show you in one of our packages that we're going to unbox right now. I mentioned that there are over 100 meal kit delivery services, but let's take a look inside of one. When your box comes, it will be packaged and marketed to you, and you will simply open up your box when it comes to your door, and there will be some insulated materials in there. And all of the ingredients have been pre-packaged for the recipe. This kit has been designed to feed 4 people, so the kits come to feed 2, so we have 2 bags to feed 4 people. And all of the ingredients are contained inside the box. These are still very cold to the touch. Okay. We also have some ice packs to keep things nice and cold. And last but certainly not least, kept separate, is the meats for these recipes. They are self-contained and they are still frozen. So once you've put away all of your ingredients, you may also dig around in your box and find It's wonderful recipe cards that give you step-by-step instructions on how to create your recipes. There are lots of things to consider when deciding if a meal kit delivery service is right for you. First of all, do you have reliable internet access or a smartphone? Those will be used to initiate the process and to select your weekly meals. Also, would you consider your family to be adventurous eaters? There are lots of wonderful recipes available on there, and it gives you a great opportunity to try something you wouldn't necessarily pick out for yourself. Also, consider personal or health-related dietary restrictions. Lots of the meal kit delivery services have profiles of recipes, whether it's vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, paleo, keto, budget-friendly, family-friendly. There's lots of options. Just make sure you're doing your research online. Instead of signing up for the weekly membership and delivery service, you may want to consider looking closely at your grocery store to see if they have meal kits there. There are some locally in the Central Kentucky area, so look for those meal kits in your grocery stores, try them out, see if it's right for you. There are some other reasons why a meal kit delivery service would be something to consider. It's an opportunity to use it as a cooking school to help you learn new cooking methods and preparation techniques. It can also be used during times of personal or family transition. We have found here in doing our research that it would also be a great activity for family bonding. You and that teenager in the kitchen, or even a date night opportunity to get in the kitchen and cook meals together is a wonderful opportunity. Also consider if you're receiving the true value and the cost savings. We do have a worksheet that supports these materials today where you can look at costing a recipe and the cost analysis. While $10 a person is probably more expensive than what you can cook for yourself at home, it may be cheaper than eating out at a restaurant, and so that's a factor to consider as well. Make sure you're asking someone you know about their experience. They do tend to, we found that they put a lot of money in marketing to recruit and referrals to get other people involved to grow their business, so know that there is advertising involved in signing up for a meal kit delivery service and lots of emails. The other thing to consider is splitting or sharing that meal kit delivery service with someone else to try the process, to explore the costs. You will likely find lots of discounts on your first box. So a first box may be a very reasonable investment, but to keep it up without any discounts after the fact may be cost prohibitive for some folks. Another alternative for utilizing meal kit delivery services is to utilize local produce through a CSA, or community supported agriculture. Traditionally, these CSAs are thought of as providing only fruits and vegetables, but in order to meet the demand of culture, they have begun reaching out and building partnerships to pair meats and breads along with the fruits and vegetables, and even including some recipes, so you could have your own locally grown and produced meal kit provided to you. One last feature that we have in the Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service is the Plated Up Kentucky Proud recipes, and we have 3 different meal plans here that utilize our Plated Up Kentucky Proud recipes, complete with the grocery list and the total cost for the 3-day meal plan. It tells you items that would be found in your pantry, as well as items that you could look for at your farmer's market or in the local produce section, and the equipment that is needed at home out of your kitchen. And so there are 3 plated up meals, recipes rather, and then it tells you how to pair it up to make it a meal. And we have 3 different opportunities for you to look at our Plated Up Kentucky Proud meal plans. So lots of things to consider. We hope that we've given you some benefits, some drawbacks, and some other considerations. This has been Lucy Hawker-Smith, your Extension Agent for Family and Consumer Sciences of the Mercer County Office of the UK Cooperative Extension Service and College of Agriculture, Food and Environment. You'll have a great day.